Good morning, children. I will teach you chemistry this year. I hope you have bought the chemistry book. If you have not bought the book, see that this is your chemistry book. Try to buy it as early as possible. And for those children who have not yet bought the book, I am sending a few pages of this lesson in a PDF. You can follow it till you get the book from the PDF. The first unit in your chemistry book is matter. And in this lesson, we will learn matter and its states, properties of solids, liquids and gases, kinetic theory of matter, explanation of change of state of matter, importance of change of state of matter, differences between gas and vapor, law of conservation of mass, and some numericals based on law of conservation of mass. So the first part of this lesson says about matter and its states. In this part, we will learn the definition of matter. As I have written it on the board, you can see that what is matter? Matter is anything that has mass and occupies space. We know many things, what all we are seeing all around us are called matter. Chair, it has mass and it occupies space. That means it takes space. Wherever you keep a chair, it takes some space. And if you keep a book, it also takes some space on the table. If you keep a book, that some part of the table will be occupied by the book. That means it occupies space. And these kind of things, what all the things that has mass and occupies space are called matter. What does it mean? Mass. Mass is the amount of matter contained in a body. So, any substance is, for example, a book. This book has the matter of paper, and so it has the mass. And any substance or anything, any object which has mass and occupies space are called matter. So these matter are classified into three states: solid, liquid and gas. For solid, I have given the example chair, liquid water, gas air, oxygen, carbon dioxide, and name of all the gases. So when we talk about the things all around us are matter, and you can have the doubt that heat, sound and the shadow of your any object, and these are also matter. No, they are not matter. Why? Because they do not have mass. Shadow does not have mass, and sound does not have mass, and heat does not have mass. It's all energy, and they do not occupy space also. So sound, heat, shadow, all these are not matter. And every matter is made up of small particles. They are called atoms or molecules. What is an atom? An atom may be defined as the smallest particle of an element. Element means the pure substance. Gold, iron, silver, these are all element. And each element is made up of tiniest particles. Those particles are called atom. And the tiniest, furthermore, it cannot be divided. Such particle is called an atom. If you take a small piece of gold or silver and make it into pieces, and till you get the least part of that gold is called an atom. Now, and each atom exists independently. It has its own mass and it has its own figure and everything. So, an atom is the tiniest particle of any element. Now, this is about matter. Now, let's see what are the states of matter. We see around us many things. All the things are not under one category. The things which we see all around us are classified into or characterized into three states. What are they? They are solid, liquid and gas. How do they classified or how do they characterize this is solid, this is liquid, this is gas? It is based on its physical states. So, on the basis of physical state, matter can be classified into three states. They are solid, liquid and gas. So, examples you can say many examples for each state of matter. For solid, stone, book, pen, pencil and chair, table, all these things are solid. For liquid, milk, juice, water and drinks, all these are liquid. For gas, oxygen, carbon dioxide and air. Air contains many gases in it. So these are all three different states of matter. Now, in this part, you should learn two different definitions. One is what is matter. The second is what is an atom. And some examples of each state of matter and what are all not matter. So these are the things you will learn from the first page of this lesson. I will repeat it. Define matter, define atom and define mass and what are the three states of matter and examples for all the three states of matter and what are all not matter and why they are all not matter. So these things you will write it down in your science interleaf copy. You will maintain the interleaf copy for your chemistry lesson and the first lesson matter you will write and all the things what I said, these answers you will write it in your copy. After noting down all these notes for each lesson which I explained, then we will go into the question and answers which are given at the back of the lesson. But before you reach that part, you will understand each line of the lesson so that any question is you can answer any question which will be asked in the question paper. So the first part today's work is you will write down all these answers in your interleaf copy. I am repeating the question. Define matter, define mass, define atom, and state 3 states of matter with examples. Then what are not matter? Give some examples and why they are not matter. These answers you will write it in your chemistry interleaf copy. And in the next class we will see the properties of solids, liquids and gases. So we'll stop here. We will continue in the next class.